Hey guys, I'm Lightning Guy and today I'm going to show you a build that will probably light your pants on fire if you stand too close to it. So, I've tweaked it a bit for the last few days and it's really fun. It works really well on lower MPs without a lifesteal weapon. You can have about 1000 life on hit and it will work just fine. I think I'm trying to, I don't know, make a trademark by not of myself by not using builds that actually use lifesteal weapons. So yeah, enough of that, let's get into the skills. Left click, we've got Shock Pulse with Living Lightning. The reason I'm using this rune with this skill is because I love the proc rate of it. It procs a lot and with our passives it synergizes really well. So that's that. Right click, we've got Meteor with Molten Impact. I love this skill to death. It's one of the most underused skills in the entire game by the wizard. But it deals so much damage, it's so much burst. I just love it and you will see why. On our action bars we've got Teleport with Wormhole because I really like to be able to get out of Frozen Desecrator, Plagued, whatever really fast, and it also helps with positioning yourself for Frost Novas with Bone Chill. And no, I'm not using the Critical Mass passive, in case you didn't notice. This isn't a CM build. It's not a CM spin-off, it's got nothing to do with CM. Just making it clear. So yeah, Frost Nova with Bone Chill, 50% bonus damage right there. Pretty good. Energy armor with prismatic armor because why the hell not, more armor, you're harder to kill, what's not to like. And with all res, the reason I'm using all res is because I don't really need critical hit chance. Not that I needed it with the melee wizard, but I kinda wanna move from MP6 and this really helps a lot. So that's that. And magic weapon with blood magic because I love the damage, I love the lifesteal. I don't know, it's just a personal preference of mine. You can change it if you want to, I don't know, maybe you wanna get the familiar, maybe you wanna get the mirror image. I don't know, whatever works for you, it's okay. Passive skills, Arcane Dynamo, and this is what makes this build awesome, right? You're using Shock Pulse with Living Lightning. I think you cast like 2 Shock Pulses for 3 enemies. You instantly get 5 Flashes of Insight, which increase by your damage of the Meteor by 75%. So add 75% to the already almost 400% weapon damage on impact and another 300% damage over 3 seconds, which is freaking awesome. I love this passive to death. It's one of the one of the most underused, in my opinion, passives in the game. And it's such a shame because it's just awesome. Right? Next passive, Prodigy. We are not gonna use any arcane power on crit with this spec, so we are going to need some arcane power regeneration because we are going to spam Meteor, which is going to be freaking awesome and very satisfying. And Blur because this is kind of a mid-range build. You will get pounded on a lot by melee mobs, so you kind of need this. If you want, if you got enough survivability, you could go for Conflagration. Other things, maybe you wanna go CM on this bitch and just, you know, spam Frost Nova and spam Meteor at the same time. It could work. I'm not trying though to make a CM spin-off, so we're not gonna be using critical mass in this build. Other than that, these are pretty much the skills. Regarding items, as I said, we're not going to use any arcane power on crit items. No helm, no source, no weapon. So it's basically just gonna be whatever gear you have, it will work. Right? Again, my gear is pretty average. I did get the witching hour, which I'm very happy about, and some upgraded shoulders. Again, very happy about them. As you can see, the lowest resist is fire with 60, almost 67%, which is pretty okay in my opinion. Um, Again, 800 life on hit, no life steal except the one from magic weapon. So that's pretty much the build in a nutshell. Now, here's what's really fun about this build, right? You are basically a god that is very pissed at the world of Sanctuary, and you rain meteors on the mobs all day long. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it's awesome and it's very satisfying. It's, I think, the most fun I've had with a build in a while, with my wizard in a while. And just look at the stacks of Flash of Insight that I get. It's actually really ridiculous. As I said, I love this build to death. You feel so overpowered even though you kind of aren't. I mean, yes, I kind of like almost one-shot mobs with meteor crits, but still, it's I don't know. It gives you some sense of power, like what you should be as a wizard. You're a very pissed wizard that just likes to rain meteors from the sky all day. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a pack right here. Now, you will have some problems with packs, because if they are champions, you are going to have some issues with them, especially if they are annoying champions, like these one, with Molten, Arcane, Enchanted, and freaking freaking Frozen. Awesome. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to my lifesteal weapon. I said that this build works without a lifesteal weapon. It's not very fun without a lifesteal weapon, especially against packs like these. But anyway, I'm off the point. The point I was trying to make with this build is a mid-range build, and it doesn't work very well against solo mobs. What I mean by that is that you actually really wanna have lots of mobs on you, so you can generate those flash of insights really quickly, so you can spam meteor very often. As you can see on a single mob, this doesn't really happen all that much, and to this extent, I would recommend using a arcane power on crit weapon, or a source, or really anything that can actually get arcane power on crit. I recommend using it. Getting my ass kicked by this guy. I really hate, like, just arcane enchanted and frozen are just so overpowered, at least in my opinion, because if you get caught in that frozen, you basically are just dead. Um, and especially with this build, since you are since you are a mid-range character, you can't really, go off screen and just hit the guy. So yeah, after 2 deaths, really embarrassing. I finally managed to kill this guy. On rares though, you will have a hell of a time, just because there are 3 of them, and you will get a lot of flash of insights. This is not something that will replace Archon or CM, and at least I don't think so. Maybe with better gear it will, but as it stands right now, I really don't think that is the case. Just because it's really not that reliable, the damage. I mean, it's very bursty, it's very fun, it's very visually appealing, at least for me. I mean, you're raining meteors from the freaking sky. If you don't like that, I honestly think you've got a problem. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I mean, I've tried MP8, I think. That was the highest I could go without raging. MP10 really isn't a problem with some better gear. So yeah, that is pretty much everything about this build. It's a really fun build. You should definitely try it if you are bored. Just hop on your wizard, equip Meteor, and have some fun. It may take a while before you actually get the hang of it, but it's a really fun build. I recommend using it, even though just for a bit. So yeah, oh seriously, another, god damn it. I hate Arcane Enchanted if you didn't notice already. It's just that it I have some nightmares of Arcane Enchanted mobs while leveling up my hardcore character. So yeah, that's a thing. But anyway, as you can see, while I actually have something to hit, oh, this actually has missile dampening. Uh, Missile dampening uh, champions are actually your best friend because you get so much arcane power back. It's really awesome. Also, big packs are again are a friend just because, oh, awesome rubber banding. Just because you get so many procs, it's actually kind of ridiculous. But yeah, this is pretty much the spec. What the hell? Right. This is pretty much the spec. I don't know. I love this thing to death. It's very fun for me. You could also get the comet. I think it's called rune for the meteor, so you can always crit. That will help you a lot if you actually have arcane power on crit. I think it's the no, it's the liquefy. Excuse me. So this does some more. It has a higher damage over time value than the molten impact. The molten impact is just kind of a bursty ability. Also, you can go meteor shower and just bombard everything around you. Whatever pleases you. This isn't a spec that you can go that you actually should go and be like, oh my god, this is the best spec ever. No, this is a fun spec, so treat it like it is. I mean, if you like fun. If you don't like fun, just stay with your CM and but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to hit like, and if you wanna subscribe, go ahead, do it. I'll try to post about 2 videos per week, so keep an eye for that. More builds incoming, I think. Diablo 3 expansion was just announced, so that's a thing. I'm gonna try to make some builds once that opens up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching again. Peace out.